Okay, so I went with the Bird's Choice Purple Martin house. It's an 8-room house. It's not a bad little house. It's a good starter house. You can get it for under $100, just under $100. You can buy it on Amazon. I think the rooms were a little bit too small. So I think I'm going to go with a set of gourds for next year. But if you're looking at getting into Purple Martins, this is a good house to start with.
All right, now the fun part.
Okay, so I ended up digging about a 2-foot hole. I basically just did whatever the paperwork said to do. The pole that I bought, it's a Bird's Choice pole. So it's the same brand of of the house that I bought. The pole cost about $100. It was a 12-foot pole. So by the time you get it in the ground and get your house on top, you should be sitting between 10 and 15 feet, depending on which house you get. But I would highly recommend anybody that's about to get into this to get a pole that you can raise and lower from the ground. So it'll have a crank on it, so you can just crank it up and down. This pole that I got, it could be a little bit dangerous because you have to climb up a ladder to take the house off, and you're gonna want to be wanting to do a routine nest check every once a week. So, anytime you want to check the nest, you're going to have to get up there and take the pole off. So, just something to think about. And believe it or not, 3 days later, we had Purple Martins.
Dude, that's so many.
So the nest on the left is built by house sparrows, and you want to make sure that you clean anything like that out. Anything that doesn't belong to a Purple Martin, you want to make sure you clean it out and make sure that your entire house is for Purple Martins only. Anything else needs to be cleaned out. And don't be afraid to handle your birds. Go ahead and pick them up. I waited till they were starting to get some feathers coming through when they had a little bit of fur on them. So I didn't handle them until they were, probably a week old. So I think it really just makes the whole process more enjoyable. I think you learn a lot more by handling the birds, and it gives you a new appreciation for what you're doing. And especially if you have kids, let them handle them, let them pet the bird, or put it in their hand, and it'll really make the kids enjoy having purple martins a whole lot more. They become a lot more involved whenever they can handle the birds. Okay, so this part's kind of funny. She's about to see her reflection in my camera, and when she does, she backs up really quickly. And throughout the video, you'll notice that they look at the camera, they see the reflection, they kind of freak out, and they'll kind of peck at the camera. But eventually, I think they just kind of forget about it. So right here, see where she backs up? That's where she sees a reflection. Okay, so for the first couple weeks of these birds' lives, they were eating monarch butterflies, and then you'll see later on in the video where the mama bird starts bringing in the dragonflies. Well, the babies weren't eating the dragonflies, and the mama bird was having to eat the dragonflies for them. I was never able to get the dragonflies being eaten on camera, but I think that the dragonflies might have been a little bit too big. That, or maybe they were full, but I'm kind of leaning more towards the dragonflies were probably a little bit too big. Another interesting thing about these birds was that it was two females that took care of these three birds, and the male, he kind of just disappeared, and he just kind of came and went whenever he wanted to, but it was two females taking care of these three birds, and they both fed them, both guarded the nest, they both had everything to do with the birds, and the male, he just showed up whenever.
Dad, send me that picture.
Okay.
Because that is awesome.
Okay, so about once every week, you want to do a routine nest check, and basically all you're doing is you're making sure that you have healthy birds, that you have the same number of birds that you had last week. If you don't have the same number of birds, then you know that an owl or a hawk or a snake or something like that got one of your birds. So if you're missing a bird or an egg, then make sure and look on the ground around your birdhouse and make sure your bird or your egg isn't down there somewhere. But basically all you're doing is making sure that your birds are healthy, making sure that there's nothing out of the ordinary, making sure that you have the same number of birds or eggs in the nest and make sure that everything's running smoothly. And also make sure that you stop all your nest checks after 21 days. Once 21 days hits, you want to make sure that you're not taking the nest down anymore. Just kind of leave the birds alone at that point because you don't want them to fledge a little bit too early.
Yeah, just take a video of that. Dad, get the dragonfly. Feed them. They're aggressive.
Okay, so we tagged our purple martins just to see if our purple martins will come back next year, because purple martins are kind of known for coming back to the same area that they grew up or that they nested. So there's a really good chance that our purple martins will actually come back to the same house next year. So we went ahead and tagged them, and we can always check the tags if they show up next year to make sure that they're ours. So that's kind of cool. I didn't do any measurements on the wings or the legs or anything like that, like some people do whenever they tag a bird. But really our purpose in tagging the birds was just to see if the same birds will come back next year. And just for anybody that doesn't know, purple martins, they always travel back to South America around the fall time. Winter time, they'll go to South America to where it's warmer climate, and they always travel back to North America to nest and to have babies and lay eggs and all of that kind of thing. So these purple martins, they're going to be making their way to South America here in the next month and a half, maybe 2 months. October is really the last month where you're actually still going to have purple martins around. After October, you're not going to have any purple martins anymore for sure. So next year around January, February, March, in the area that I'm in, that's when the purple martins will be showing up again. So around that time next year, it'll be interesting to see if our same purple martins will come back all the way back from South America. That would be really cool to see. So that's kind of why we tagged them, just to see if the same purple martins will come back next year. Shoot, that might come off too.
I don't think so.
You think it's on there good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh yeah, that's not
perfect.
gonna come off.
That's not gonna come off.
Cut it, Rhonda.
I'm so annoyed
Cut as close as you can. There you go.
Casket over here.
Go ahead. Perfect.
Can I hold her?
Go ahead. You got him?
You mean
Okay.
you got her?
Yeah.
She?
Okay, keep her right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna get another one.
Okay. She's so cute, right?
I want to do that blue one next.
You're gonna do the blue one for me? Oh, she's moving.
Okay, just don't squeeze her too hard, okay?
Okay.
Just couple her.
Cash, you don't want to hold this next one?
Go ahead.
Hi, sweetheart.
That one was a little smoother.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry, baby? Tweet.
Okay.
Oh, she's holding on to that guy. I didn't see Mama. I didn't see
Does that need to go?
She
Yeah,
wants
that's
to fly.
perfect.
Oh,
That's
she has
perfect.
no helmet. She's on there? Oh my gosh. Oh.
There you go.
Put them back because
Okay.
of the claws, Kenny.
No,
He's scratching Kenny.
No. Oh.
It's okay. We'll fix it. Don't worry about it.
That it doesn't really hurt. She's just like,
Are you sure, Kenny?
yeah.
Put it back, Kenny.
Oh, that's the male.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's the male.
He's fine. It's his last time to hold her.
Okay, hang on.
That's the male.
This one's small.
Yeah.
That's the runt.
Yeah.
I think that's.
And this one doesn't get real aggressive with me.
Yeah.
The other ones try and bite me.
Very hot.
Oh no. We're not doing that. Let me see.
Consider about you.
We got that figured out.
Can we take pictures too?
No, we already got our pictures. I think that's pretty good. We got them tagged up, Kenny.
Mm-hmm. We just need to tag the last one.
No, they're all tagged, baby.
What?
Yep. Yeah, they're all tagged. Well, except for the mama.
Yeah.
That is the male.
Yeah, I told
The
you.
male hasn't been by in a long time.
I know. She's really hungry.
All right, so this is number 001.
Yep.
The red is 001.
Mhm.
Yours is 008.
Mhm.
And this one is a blue 016. They're all fighting each other.
Put that one in there.
Let me see.
Dad, that's so...
Ready?
Oh.
She hanging on to you.
Uh-huh.
She loves you.
Mhm. Oh, she just wants to.
Okay.
2 hours later, she's still on me.
She's hanging on to you good.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't want to let him
Come
go.
on, sweetheart. She loves you.
Don't, Natalie.
That's it.
I'll fix it, baby.
Come on.
Okay, hang on.
Oh.
Did you hear?
Uh-huh.
That's the first time I've heard him talk.
Just telling you bye, Kenny.
Bye.
That's it.
What's she saying?
She's probably gonna fledge in less than a week.
Uh-huh.
She's telling you bye.
Yep.
She's saying I gotta go to South
Bye.
America here in a little while,
Uh-huh. Don't go.
but I'll be back next year.
Yep.
Hey, I want her to stay.
Dude, those are 2 males.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those are 2 males.
Oh, man. Daddy showed up.
Is she gonna stay here with us? Oh my gosh. You see all of them? She's going crazy.
You think we tightened the zip line? Is the ties tight enough?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Mama.
Okay, we gotta shut it before they fly out. Okay, so we ended up fledging 3 purple martin birds this year. I think next year we're going to get a set of gourds though. The house we used had 8 rooms, but the rooms were a little too close to each other. The gourds are nice because they're a little more spread out and the purple martins don't feel so crammed. So we had plenty of purple martins in the area to fledge more. So I think with gourds we'll be able to fledge even more next year. So that's kind of the plan. Well, I hope this video was helpful as well as entertaining, and keep a lookout for next year's Purple Martin videos. And I just want to thank everyone for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.